I never went on a solo trip in my life. But this time I had to because of my work. I wanted to use every single argument to get out of this trip so I don't have to go by myself. But for the first time in my life, I have decided to step out of my comfort zone and go on this trip. And to make it even harder, I have decided to take a bus for 9 hours overnight. And also extend my stay so I can spend 3 whole days in Berlin. Even though I was terrified to death and cried multiple times on the day of my departure, I have decided to pack my things and go to the German's capital. I was terrified of multiple things. I always thought that someone would steal something from me while I'll be asleep on the bus. Then I thought that I won't sleep on the bus and then I will faint somewhere in the middle of the day. What if my bus would have crashed? What if I didn't get to the destination that I wanted to? What if I had a panic attack in the middle of the street when everybody would watch me? All the scenarios in my head were negative. I didn't think about eating the best vegan food ever. I didn't think about meeting new people. I didn't think about exploring new city and new culture. Everything I thought about was negative. And because of this mindset, I didn't want to embark on this trip. When I sat to my place in the bus, I could see that the bus was nearly full, and that scared me. And right after we took off, the bus decided to stop for 10 minutes before leaving the bus station, which was alarming to me. But after those 10 minutes, the bus took off and I've tried to sleep through the night, but I just couldn't. I've managed to sleep 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is not much. But besides me not sleeping very well, we have arrived to Berlin. The bus was on time, which was quite surprising, but I was really excited to stretch my legs and walk a little. Also, I hoped that nobody would steal my luggage, and thanks God nobody did. After getting off the bus on the Südkreuz station, I decided to walk to my hotel, and the city was empty. Hi, welcome to Berlin. Somehow I've made it. The night was very bad. I didn't sleep well. Basically I'm just going to store my luggage somewhere and then I will go for some nice breakfast. I've decided to walk to my hotel, which was a 43-minute walk, but I wanted to wake up a little, and also the temperature was quite nice because I could wear a sweater and not be all sweaty. I went through different streets and saw different buildings that were quite nice, and after successfully arriving to my hotel and storing my luggage, I've decided to go for some nice breakfast. As I've been to Berlin 2 years ago, I exactly knew where I want to have my breakfast. I took a bus for 4 stops and then went on to U-Bahn station to take a metro. And as I was both sleepy and not really paying attention, I somehow got off on the wrong stop. My breakfast spot was Haferkater at Friedrichstraße, but Haferkater has multiple spots in the city and offers quite a good variety of vegan meals. I went for the Waldbeerkater, which is oatmeal with forest fruit, dark chocolate and coconut chips. They have more vegan options of oatmeals, but you can also go for vegan banana bread or some breakfast burritos, they're also vegan. But I really enjoyed my Waldbeerkater. As you can see, I ate the whole thing and was fueled up for the day. After the breakfast, I've decided to walk to the Brammibal gate. The gate is one of the most iconic landmarks in Germany and has a rich history. It was built in the 18th century and was inspired by the gateway to the Acropolis in Athens. It was originally a symbol of peace, as the chariot with 4 horses at the top of the gate was meant to represent the goddess of victory, Irene. During the Cold War, the Brammibal Gate stood in no man's land between East and West Berlin when the Berlin Wall was built in 1961. It became a symbol of divided Germany. After the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, the Brammibal Gate became a symbol of Germany's reunification. It was officially opened in December 1989. The gate suffered heavy damage during World War II. Restoration work began in the 1950s and continued in the 21st century to maintain its historical significance. And just after a few minute walk from the Brandenburg Gate, you will see a Soviet War Memorial Tiergarten. This memorial is built to remember the soldiers that died in the Battle of Berlin. The memorial is situated in Tiergarten, which is a district famous for the huge park of the same name, the Berlin Zoo, the Victory Column with its winged statue, and the lively lakeside restaurant café am NEUNDREI. South of this area, there are galleries and designer shops around Potsdamer Straße that attract art lovers and insiders alike. I've decided to go to Tiergarten and sit for a little while just to enjoy the peaceful moments of the garden. After a few minutes of sitting, I've decided to go back to the Brandenburg Gate and go to the other side of Unter den Linden. Also, did you know that the Brandenburg Gate features 6 massive Doric columns that form 5 passageways? The central passage was reserved for royalty, while the outer ones were used by the general public. The gate itself is massive. It stands 26 meters tall, 65 meters wide, and 11 meters deep, making it an impressive structure to behold. During my walk on the Unter den Linden, I have stumbled across a shop that already had Christmas stuff. And right next to it, I stumbled across Volkswagen Group, kind of museum, or I don't know what it was, but it has some impressive cars in it, which made my heart happy. After walking a bit more, I've arrived to Babelplatz, where you can see a statue of the Nazistic book burning and also opera and university. You can also see the Cathedral of St. Hedwig that is currently being renovated. On the other side of Babelplatz, you can see the Humboldt University in Berlin. And right next to the university and Babelplatz is the Museum-Insel, which is kind of a place where all the museums in Berlin are located. On the right, it's the Berlin's Cathedral, and back there you can see the Altes Museum. A great tip for if you are traveling on a budget, come to Berlin on the first Sunday in the month, because that is when all museums are for free. So that is what I did as well. As a first stop, I have decided to go to the Altes Museum, which is Berlin's most important and oldest museum. The museum's building was completed in 1830, making it one of the first public museums in Europe. The museum was originally built to house the royal art collection of the Prussian monarchy. Its name, Altes Museum, came later, after other museums were constructed on the island. Today, the Altes Museum primarily houses the Berlin's collection of ancient Greek, Roman, and Etruscan art. Highlights include sculptures, pottery, coins, and jewelry from classical antiquity. The museum was heavily damaged during World War II, like many of Berlin's historical buildings. Restoration efforts began in the 1950s and the museum reopened in the 1960s. Additional renovations were completed in the early 2000s. One of the curiosities that I've stumbled upon in this museum was an erotic room. Yeah, there is nothing more to say to this. Romans were nasty. Inside the Altes Museum is a grand rotunda modeled after the Pantheon in Rome. The rotunda is surrounded by statues of classical deities and heroes, adding to the museum's classical ambience. Right next to the Altes Museum, when you cross the river, you will find a market. The Berlin Art Market by Zeughaus, also known as the Berliner Kunstmarkt, is a well-known open-air market that takes place near the historic Zeughaus, now the German Historical Museum. The market features a wide range of artwork, including paintings, sculptures, photography, ceramics, jewelry, and handmade crafts. Both amateur and professional artists display their work, making it a great place for art lovers to find unique pieces at various price points. This art market has a long-standing tradition in Berlin, having been around for decades. But after walking many hours and also visiting many places, I went on a quest to find a lunch spot that will serve some yummy vegan food. And if you ever want to spot me, I'm the one under the umbrella. The place that I went to is called Beets&Roots, and it has many vegan options, but also serves meat and dairy products, so if you have a friend who is not vegan, then this is a great spot. They offer all kinds of yummy bowls, from seasonal to all year round bowls, and you can choose from anything that you want really. Also, I love their call-out system. I was Dwayne Johnson. I went for the crunchy Thai chicken bowl, and basically you have planted chicken pieces, some veggies, rice and peanut dressing. The one thing I didn't like about this restaurant is that I sat outside, and as you can see, those little birds have decided that they want to eat with me as well, but I bought food only for myself. The food was really yummy. I have eaten it all. The food was really yummy. I really liked the peanut sauce that came with it, and the planted chicken pieces were really nicely spiced. The only thing that I didn't like was that the carrot was too dry. I think it was out for too long. Otherwise, I really recommend this place. And after fueling up with some yummy food, I've decided to go and explore some more museums as they were free. I was just stopped by a random guy, and he actually said that I have a nice necklace, so he made my day. That's cute. I went to the German Historical Museum next, as it is one of Germany's most significant and comprehensive history museums. The museum was established in 1987 as a part of celebrations marking the 750th anniversary of Berlin. It was intended to provide a comprehensive overview of Germany's history within the broader context of European and world events. The museum places a strong emphasis on showing how Germany's history has been intertwined with the broader European and global context. This includes its role in major historical events like the Reformation, the 30 Years' War, the Enlightenment, the Napoleonic Wars, both World Wars and the Cold War. I definitely recommend visiting this museum, but bear in mind that this museum is really heavy, as it's showcasing the events from World Wars and also from 1989. As I left the German Historical Museum a little bit overwhelmed, I've decided to go to my hotel and rest for a while. By the way, Berlin has a really good public transport, so it is very easy to travel between any places that you want. I've just come into my room, so let me give you a little tour. So right when you walk in, there's the bathroom, nothing special here. And we have a little kitchenette, we have a microwave, we have a kettle, a coffee machine, and this should be a small fridge. Yeah, bingo. Awesome. And from the kitchenette, you directly go to the bathroom, so there's no door, nothing. Here's the sink, here are the towels. We also have some Ren skincare products, which is pretty fancy. There's a pen, hair dryer there, and then we have the rain shower. Looks nice and spacious. Again, there are Ren products again. And from there, we go to the bedroom area. There is a little table, so if you want to work or something, there's a TV, and this is the king size bed, which I'll be occupying by myself today. Unfortunately, here is a wardrobe with a trouser, and let's see what view we have. So we are on the 6th floor, and yeah, let me just roll this away if possible. And this is the view that I have from my window. This is the Nollendorfsplatz U-Bahn, so there's pretty good connection to the public transport, and yeah, nothing really special, but still looks pretty amazing. I feel rested now because I've been like 1 hour in bed just FaceTiming my boyfriend and then doing nothing really. So I think we should go out and get some vegan doner. And this one is really special, so come with me. To go to Vöner, I had to go from the West Berlin to East Berlin, and I had to take an U-Bahn and then transfer to S-Bahn. Even though the journey took me around 40 minutes, I think that every minute of it was worth it, just for the bite of vegan doner. And one of the best things in Berlin is that you have vegan doner on every corner. But Vöner is really special because it was the first vegan kebab since 2006 in Berlin. The restaurant is really cozy and it offers a doner in sandwich, in a wrap or a doner plate, and also some other bits and bobs. And also the prices here are great. This big ass sandwich cost me $6.90, which I think is a great price. And just a recommendation, go for the spicy sauce, it is really good. The only problem that I have with Vöner is that the sandwich is just too big for my mouth. And the portion of food you get is so big, I really felt so full after this one I couldn't eat more. And with the belly so full that I thought I will explode, I went back home, took an S-Bahn, then an U-Bahn, and went to my hotel. Guys, I'm done for today. I have showered, I had a tea, I have edited some videos and prepared some Instagram posts, and I really need to sleep because when I checked my sleep score, I slept like 1.5 hours today. Which is that I slept longer, but eventually I did not. Because, well, yeah. This wasn't a good night, but it was a great day and I hope that tomorrow will be even better. So, yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It is now 7:45, but I've been up for 1 hour already. And yeah, I've slept like a baby. I literally went to bed at like 10:30, which I usually don't do. I tend to go to sleep at around midnight. But yeah, yesterday I was like that person. Yeah, that's horrible. My legs hurt a little because yesterday I did more than 27,000 steps. Yeah. And today I will find some cafe to have breakfast in. Then I wanted to go to KaDeWe and the street that KaDeWe is located in. If you don't know, KaDeWe is like a shopping mall. And they have the best donuts here, so I will grab a donut for sure. And yeah, and then I will just walk around and find a spot to eat lunch, and then I'll meet with my colleagues for a conference, so I probably won't shoot anything here. But after the conference there should be a dinner, so we'll see where we will go. By the way, I have a room that faces the east, and I have a really pretty sunrise, but I just don't want to flash you. But yeah, here's the sun, and it really nicely lights up the room, which I love. Guys, Instead of me going out at around 8 o'clock as I imagined I would, I'm still sat in my bed and I'm working on my laptop. And that's because outside it's 14 degrees Celsius and that's freezing cold, and I only brought like a really thin sweater, so I will really freeze if I went out right now. So I think that I will scratch finding a cafe to have my breakfast in, and then I will go around at 9, let's say. Now it's 15 degrees, it's 8:23. But yeah, I will go out at about 9 a.m. and I will go to Brammibals to have a donut for breakfast. Yeah, that's it for my healthy eating when I'm on a vacation. Oh crap. But yeah, I will work a bit more and then I will get ready. It looks like Brammibals donuts are open from 10 a.m., which is kind of bad because I will for sure be hungry by then. So instead of going there right now, I wanted to try this thing I bought yesterday. I hope it will be like Monte, if you know what Monte is. So yeah, let me just open it. It looks like a pudding. It should have like 2 layers. Yeah. So if I go down there, yeah, you can see that there is chocolate layer. So let me try it live on camera. It is good. I mean, it's made from oats. And originally I thought I would take like a coconut mousse from the store, but I just don't like when things have a lot of coconut oil in them. This one doesn't have it, so it's like a pre-breakfast snack, so I don't feel very hungry. But yeah, it is really good. So if you ever are in Germany or in Austria, for example, or in Switzerland, because I think this is made in Switzerland, then the vegan cow pudding, it's really good. Let's go to town. Right from my hotel, I went straight to KaDeWe, which is a shopping mall that was located around 5-minute walk from my hotel. And basically this 6-story building is full of many interesting shops. I've arrived 4 minutes before opening, and as you can see, many people were queuing up just to go inside. The ground floor offers many high-end cosmetics and other high-end brands, perfumes and more. The other stories offer women's fashion, men's fashion, home and decor, and basically anything that you ever could think of. But my goal was to go to the 6th floor, and right next to the stairs there is Brammibal's donuts, which in my opinion are the best donuts in the world. So I'm sitting in the middle of a busy street. I'm not even sure if you can hear me, but I'm going to eat my donut. So this is the pistachio dream. It looks amazing. It's really good. It has sweet pistachio filling, as you can see. And it's my breakfast today. I really like it. Though I'm not the biggest fan of pistachios. I wanted to buy peanut butter and jelly one, but they didn't have it at all. So I was kind of sad. And then I was debating between apple pie and the pistachio one. But yeah, the pistachio one looked 1,000 times better, so I went for this one. So good. After eating my donut, I went to a few shops, and then back on my way to my hotel, I have decided to stop by German Lidl, which is a chain of grocery stores here in Germany and across whole Europe. I wanted to compare our Lidl to German Lidl because the products on offer vary in each country. Right after entering Lidl, you can spot vegan frikadellen and also 2 types of vegan falafel. There is plenty of vegan chocolates and they also offer vegan steaks, along with some banana bread baking mixture, a ton of plant-based milks for a really good price, some ready-made meals, sausages, and more ready-made meals. You have some gnocchi, many vegan schnitzels, a variety of coconut yogurts, and also some soy yogurts. Okay, so I'm back in my room and it's like 12:19 right now, and I did some shopping and I bought a few things, so let me give you a little haul. So this is like the pile of everything that I got. Basically, I went to Lidl, I bought these peppermint sugar-free like dragées. I usually keep them in my car. In my country, like one of these is for €1. Here you get 3 for 99 cents, so it's a bargain. I also got these waffles. Basically, we don't have these in my country, so I wanted to try them. I will take them home and I will try it with my boyfriend. There's 4 of them, so I'm really curious how they will taste. Then I got this vegan protein bar. I usually get them when I go shopping in Austria, and they are really good. They are nice and chewy, so if you like having chewy protein bars, then this is the one to go. They also have cookies and cream and lemon cheesecake, so yeah, this one is brownie. Then I went to Douglas, which is a perfume store, and I saw that they have e.l.f. And yeah, basically I got this e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil in Rose Envy. And yeah, I can't get a hold of e.l.f. In my country, so I got this one. I also got the Poreless Putty Primer, which I wanted for so long but never got it, so now I finally have one. Then I got this contour wand. This should be like Charlotte Tilbury dupe, so I'm really curious how it will wear. And yeah, they had also like blushes and highlighters, but I wanted just this contour stick. And then I got this Lash and Roll mascara, as I've heard good things about it. Plus it's like the Benefit dupe for the roller lash, but Benefit is not cruelty free and e.l.f. is, so that is why I got this one. Then I went to the M, which is like a drugstore here, and I got just this deodorant because I forgot to bring mine. So I got a deodorant. It's cute, and also I didn't do this on purpose, but look, this otter and this is also an otter, and it's so cute. And yeah, I'm basically I wanted to like do a mask today, so I bought this sheet mask, but usually I stay away from sheet mask. Then I went to Uniqlo and I saw these, they had like a collab shirts. This one is so cute. It's like a piece for all by Dick Bruna. They had multiple shirts, multiple t-shirts with multiple designs, and I really liked this one. I also liked the one with a cat. I'll insert the picture here. So I got this one. Then I got just a basic bra. Yeah, let me go there so you can see better. This is just a basic bra. So yeah, I wanted one just, you know, for home or stuff. Then I got just a basic black shirt and the things for my boyfriend. Yeah, and basically that's it for the mini haul. Now I'm going to find where I will have lunch, and then I'll head off to the meeting that I'll have in like 1.5 hours. But first I will reapply some sunscreen, because yesterday I got burnt here. I don't know how. I must have like used less sunscreen on my chest, and yeah, it drives me nuts because I hate being sunburned and I sunburn very easily. So yeah. Okay, let me just find something where I will eat, and then I'll bring you with me. After a nice 10-minute walk, I have finally came to the restaurant of choice, which is called Humble. This restaurant serves a variety of rice bowls and noodle bowls. One thing to be aware of is that the restaurant charges extra €2 if you want to sit inside or outside the restaurant. The inside isn't really cozy in my opinion, and to be honest, my tofu and black bean bowl looks nothing like the picture they have here. But as I dug into my bowl, first I tasted the tofu, and let me tell you, I like sour things, but this was just too sour. I just couldn't eat it. I had to directly eat some lettuce to wash away the sourness from the tofu. The black beans were also as bad as the tofu, but the peanut sauce was really good. Other than that, the portion was huge, so even though I didn't eat any of the tofu and left some edamame and rice, I was extremely full. Guys, the tofu was awful. I didn't even touch it. I mean, I like sour things, but it was just too much. This was just too much, and I couldn't handle the taste. And after an afternoon full of meetings, I went to the east part of Berlin again to a restaurant called Flying Monkey. This place has many vegan options on offer and specializes, I would say, in vegan ducks and also in some noodle bowls. One thing that I loved about this restaurant is that in the list of allergens there was mentioned heat as an allergen, which I've never seen before. I ordered a dish called No More Meat, which was grilled tofu, seitan pieces on some rice noodles with veggies, and it was all drenched in soy sauce with lemongrass. It was very yummy. I'm back at my hotel room. It's actually 12:30. It's pretty late, but yeah, I have showered, washed my hair, I have made some peppermint tea, and now I want to put on this mask. But first let me put my hair back. By the way, the lights in this room are horrible. There is one spotlight that lights the area where basically you would store your luggage, and the second light is up here. It's really soft, so it really does nothing. Yeah. This is the one thing that I don't like about this hotel. But otherwise it is pretty nice, so if you ever go to Berlin and are in need of a hotel, then try and search for Numa Drift. It is I would say it's pretty affordable for Berlin, and for me that I booked it like last minute, the price was really good. So yeah, I like that you don't have any cards, any keys, anything. You just get a WhatsApp message or an email with the PIN code to your room that also opens you the front door, and if there's anything you need, then there's an online chat, and there is a person downstairs for like 2 hours every day, from 6 until 8, I think. So yeah, but let me put on this cute otter mask. It should be a nourishing sheet mask, little otter, that successfully promotes the proper functioning of skin processes, enhances its flexibility and softness. The biodegradable sheet of natural origin perfectly fits the contours of your face to ensure longer contact with the active essence. Well, I'm really curious about that. Vitamin C, black quinoa, yeah, blah blah blah. 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, basically it looks like it's made in Poland, and the brand is called Selfie Project. Yeah, it looks nice and moist. However bad that sounds. Okay, but you should have it on for around 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to tear it up. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. I mean, the fit isn't perfect, but I've had much worse sheet masks. Okay. So, basically, I'm gonna tell you something about today. Sorry for not filming a lot this evening, but I was with my colleagues from all around the world, basically. And yeah, we had a nice dinner. We were at this place called the Flying Monkey, and it's basically just like Asian cuisine, focusing on some vegan duck, and they had some baozi and some other dishes with noodles and such, and I went for the no more meat option, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. The portion was huge, but it was so good I had to finish it. And yeah, basically it was rice noodles in lemongrass and soy sauce, and it was served with grilled tofu and seitan, with some iceberg salad and rocket. Yeah, it was really good. The only thing that I didn't like about it is that it said it is spicy. There was no hint of spiciness at all. So yeah, if you like spicy, then please let the servers know that you want it spicy. So at least they put in some chili or something. And another thing that happened is that I went to pay. It is only cash, which is weird because you wouldn't expect a restaurant to take only cash, but whatever. I went to pay. My bill was I think 16 or 15 euros, and it was like 18, 10% tip. And I gave the waitress a 20, and she was like, thank you, took the 20 and gave me nothing. I mean, I don't have that much money to just give it out to people, to waitresses who didn't really care that much for us, because multiple times my colleague that was with me was trying to catch her to order one more drink, and she didn't even pay attention. So yeah, it was weird. Normally I always leave a tip in a restaurant, but I'll try to leave 10%. So if I were to pay 15 euros, I would give 150 as a tip, which is, I think, a general rule. At least in Europe, you don't tip like 30, 50, 40, 50% of what you actually should pay, and the tip is not included. So it's up to you how much you give, but I really didn't like this move that the waitress made. I didn't want to make it a big deal. I mean, whatever, but it's just something you should always be aware of, that people can do stuff like these. Okay, enough of me ranting in this weird mask. I'm going to do some work, then rinse it off, and I'll probably see you tomorrow morning when I will have to pack everything and yeah, have the last day in Berlin. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's the last day that I'm in Berlin. I have packed all my things, just except my laptop and my phone, and I will check out, then store my luggage and go get some breakfast. So come with me. While I was walking to the breakfast spot for this day, I've stumbled upon another vegan and vegetarian restaurant, which is really crazy because there are so many vegan and vegetarian spots across the whole city. Tell me in the comments, do you have a lot of vegan and vegetarian spots in your city? Because where I live, we don't have too many of them. For breakfast, I went to a place called My Daily Love, and as you can see, they have plenty of vegan options, from chia puddings, oatmeals, and also some breakfast burritos. I sat outside of the restaurant with my chocolate and peanut butter chia pudding, and let me tell you, I didn't know how much I craved chia pudding until I've tasted this one. It was so delicious, I would go for another one if I didn't feel so full from this. I have also ordered a matcha with soy milk, but you have to pay 50 cents more for a vegan alternative of milk, but I didn't mind because the matcha was really good. After eating all that I've ordered, I went on with my day and went to find an U-Bahn that will take me to east side of Berlin. After getting off at Warschauer Straße, you can immediately see that the east part of Berlin is kind of different to the west part. But why I went here was to see the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of the Cold War, dividing East and West Berlin for nearly 3 decades. The wall was erected by the German Democratic Republic on August 13, 1961 to stop the mass exodus of East Germans fleeing to West Berlin and West Germany. The East German government officially called the wall Anti-Fascist Protection Rampart, claiming it was built to protect East Germany from fascist elements. In reality, it was built to prevent East Germans from escaping to the west. The wall was about 155 kilometers long, surrounding West Berlin, separating it from East Berlin and East Germany. It included multiple layers of defenses, including guard towers, barbed wire, trenches, and a death strip with mines and tripwires. More than 5,000 people successfully escaped to West Berlin during the wall's existence, often using daring methods like digging tunnels, hot air balloons, or even hiding in vehicles. However, many others failed. Between 136 and 200 people are believed to have died trying to cross the wall. The wall symbolized the ideological divide between East communist and West capitalist during the Cold War. It became the most visible representation of the Iron Curtain, the division of Europe into two opposing blocs. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9, 1989, after a series of political changes in East Germany and increased pressure from its citizens who began to demand reforms. A mistaken announcement about travel regulations led to thousands of East Germans rushing to the wall, where border guards eventually opened the gates. The western side of Berlin Wall became a canvas for graffiti and street art, with artists expressing political messages and their frustrations with the division. The East Side Gallery, a preserved section of the wall, remains one of the largest open-air galleries in the world. Though most of the wall has been demolished, several sections remained as memorials, including the Berlin Wall Memorial at Bernauer Straße and the East Side Gallery. These serve as reminders of the division and the struggle for freedom. The division created economic disparities between East and West Berlin. West Berlin, supported by the Federal Republic of Germany, developed into a prosperous city, while East Berlin struggled under the communist regime's economic policies. I'd like to also tell you something that I didn't like about Berlin. Anywhere that you walk, you will see that there is some kind of construction. Even though the parts of constructions are done quite fast, after one construction site closes down, two new open. Even when I've been to Berlin 2 years ago, the construction sites were everywhere and it hasn't changed in those 2 years. Another thing also worth mentioning is U-Bahn stations and places under the bridges. These places can be crowded by beggars and also stink of urine. So this is something that is not very pleasant, also not very pleasant on a day when it's 30 degrees outside. Anyways, right now you are looking at East Berlin's symbol, which is the Fernsehturm or the TV tower. It is 365 meters tall and you can also go up there, but unfortunately I didn't go, so I didn't experience all the views. When I was searching for spots to have my lunch, I stumbled across the Volksbühne Berlin, which is the People's Theater, and there was a fully vegan restaurant near there, but it was full, so I had to find somewhere else. I took U-Bahn for a few stations and went to a chain of restaurants called VEG'D. You can choose from a vast variety of vegan burgers, fries, and also some sweet desserts. The restaurant itself is small and cozy, and also look at this burger. I ordered a crispy chicken burger, which was on a daily offer. There's a daily menu from 12 p.m. till 4 p.m, so you'll get a menu of burger with fries for free. To be honest, I didn't expect much from this place, but after having the first bite of the burger, I knew I came to the right place because it was so good, guys. The chicken itself wasn't very thick, but it was nice and crispy, just as the name suggested, and tasted really good. This burger also contained some lettuce, red onion, avocado, vegan mayo, and the bun itself was really airy and fluffy, which I really liked. The burger was just the right size, but as I had also some fries, I decided to eat them, and I wasn't expecting them to be this good. I don't know if they were crusted in cornstarch or something. They also were spiced with black pepper and paprika, and the taste was amazing. But let me tell you, I wanted to explode after this lunch. After walking a bit more in the scorching heat of Berlin that was this day, I have decided to search for some café that I could sit in and have some refreshing drink. And I've decided to go to a fully vegan place called Café NEUNDREI. Even though I was still a little bit full from the lunch, when I saw their passion fruit mousse cake, I couldn't resist, so I had to order it together with an iced chai. I went to this cozy nook in the cafe where I was just by myself, which was great because after being in the heat for so long, I was so sweaty and my face was so oily and everything. Just look at me, I looked horrible. But let me tell you, I was so excited to have a sip of the iced chai and also to have a taste of the passion fruit mousse cake because it looked so good. And thankfully it did not disappoint. The chai was just exactly as I was imagining it to be. Not too sweet and spicy enough. But this cake, guys, if you ever come here, you have to try this one. The sponge, it is so soft and moist. And the mousse is as sour as it should be, but not too sour, don't worry. And also the cake didn't overwhelm me with sugar, which I loved. Anyways, I enjoyed my time in this cozy nook, eating my cake and drinking my chai because the heat was really bad. Then I went off to the Alexanderplatz, which is one of Berlin's most famous and historically significant squares. One of the most notable moments in the square's history occurred on November 4th, 1989, when around 500,000 people gathered in Alexanderplatz to demand reforms just days before the fall of the Berlin Wall. Today it is a bustling shopping district. After I picked up my luggage from the hotel's storage, I went off to search for a place where I could have my dinner. I knew that I didn't want anything Asian because I've had too many rolls, but also I didn't want any burger because that's what I had for lunch. So I was looking for something that would be some kind of different cuisine. And that is exactly what the restaurant called KaDeWe offers. This fusion restaurant and cocktail bar has a wide variety of Indian dishes and also some Mexican dishes, so there is really something for everyone. They have plenty of vegan options, but for some dishes you have to ask them to make it vegan. For example, I had a vegan burrito and I had to ask for it to be made vegan because normally it will be vegetarian as they put dairy cheese in it. The restaurant is located in a quiet neighborhood and it is very cozy. The burrito that I ordered came also with hot salsa and avocado and also a small salad on the side. The burrito was filled with rice, black beans, veggies just like cauliflower, broccoli or carrot and zucchini. And let me tell you, if you go there, you have to try the spicy salsa because that was the best salsa that I've had in my life. And again, happy and with belly full, I went on to catch my bus back home. When I arrived to the bus station, I decided that it's time to take off my makeup, but I had to buy some makeup wipes, and let me tell you, this was a bad idea, but it was, I think, still better than nothing. I hope that you've enjoyed this journey with me in Berlin. I hope that if you visit, you will know where to go, what to see, what to eat, and thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like this video, comment what you would like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content related to vegan food, travel, and testing stuff. Love you guys, have a nice day, bye!